Hello, welcome. This is Dylan from H2O Escapes. I'm here making another video today for social media interests and all that. And I'm being joined by Peter here from Riverside Luxury Cruises. So super excited to have you here today, Peter. Welcome.
Thanks, Dylan.
Yeah, how are you?
Really excited to tell you about Riverside and introduce your audience to this brand new luxury river cruise line.
Yeah, I'm excited. So we've been trying to get Peter on to make a recording here for about a month. So our schedules finally met up where we can make a nice recording. So what it is anyone that's new here, I do run a Facebook group, Cruise Ships Tips, Tricks, and Reviews for Canadians. I also started a river cruising Facebook groups, which is just called River Cruises Tips and Tricks. Anyone's allowed to join that, not just Canadians, Americans also. And then what it is Peter is my pretty much like a BDM, business development manager. So whenever I have questions or regards if I want to increase my business, help sell more cruises with Riverside, I would contact him and he would help tell me what the promotions are and be able to help out clients if I need that extra little bit of service. So this is a thing that us as travel agents we have access to, is great help from people like Peter. So Peter, I believe you do have a PowerPoint presentation for us today.
Sure do.
Okay, I'll throw it on and you go ahead with it. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dylan. And again, thanks everyone for tuning in and for your interest in Riverside Luxury Cruises. It's a great opportunity for me to tell you about this new brand, which was established in the fall of 2022 by the European-based family-owned luxury hotel group called Seaside Collection. They acquired all of the luxury river ships previously owned by Crystal Cruises. The ships, Dylan, are truly stunning. They've been designed and built to embody the essence of ultra-luxury boutique hotels and are now operated by a renowned luxury hotel company with more than 50 years of experience in luxury hospitality. As I'm going through my slides, that is exactly how I would like for you all to think of us as an ultra luxurious hotel, elegantly gliding along the rivers, carrying you to the heart of historic capitals, enchanting towns suspended in time, and charming villages rich with mystery and allure. Welcome aboard Riverside Luxury Cruises. So we've been sailing on the Danube since April 2023 with the Riverside Mozart from the video that you just saw. The ship is twice as wide. It is 75 feet compared to the standard 36 feet. So literally two ships next to each other. However, the ship only accommodates 160 guests. That is as many guests as other river cruise brands will have, yet double their ship size. Last summer, we started our river cruise program on the Rhone River in the south of France with the Riverside Ravel, as well as last year we celebrated the christening of our third ship, the Riverside Debussy. Both ships are identical to each other. They are half the size of the Mozart and can accommodate a maximum of 110 guests, which is up to 80 guests fewer than other river ships. That's 40% fewer guests on a ship that is the same size. That is 80 guests. 40% represents 80 guests fewer, and it's the same size ship. So that's pretty pretty remarkable. That means also that all of our ships, they feature some of the largest suites that you'll find on the European rivers, from 200 square feet to over 880 square feet. That is incomparable and completely unique to Riverside. They all have king-size beds, many of which face the beautiful scenery through floor-to-ceiling, wall-to-wall French balconies and windows, just as you see here, that open halfway down. They all have fully stocked mini bars and refrigerators, in-suite espresso and tea station, very plush bathrobe, slippers, and luxurious Natura Basset bath products that come to us from our hotels as well. Majority of them have walk-in closets. Some have bathtubs in the washrooms. All of them have very spacious walk-in rain showers. And every guest in every suite, in every category on all three ships receives personal butler service. And that is ultimately our approach to luxury. We know that every guest is coming on board with different expectations. We know that every guest has a different definition of what luxury means to them. The only way that we can meet those expectations is if we approach everyone personally and individually rather than as a collective. Beyond the suites, and because our ships accommodate fewer guests, they have up to 7 lounges, including a rooftop lounge on the Vista deck featuring a lot of comfortable and stylish outdoor furniture. There's a very large blooming herb garden, which is used for our botanist cocktails. We have large TV screens for nights under the stars, and an actual full-service pop-up bar that lowers into the ship whenever we have to fit underneath Europe's bridges. Here, you have the feeling of being at a trendy hotel rooftop lounge with beautiful scenery all around. There's music playing in the background and a bar serving up some really cool cocktails. The vibe is very unique and it is very, very cool. Here's also where we host our barbecue lunches and dinners, the likes of which you have never experienced on any other river ship, ocean ship, or most hotels.
Say, is that you dancing there?
I'm the one not holding the camera. So just to kind of give you an idea of that vibe, this was during one of my cruises last year in the south of France on the Rhine River. So they timed it out, as you can see, just as the sun was starting to set. We're sailing. There's a warm breeze. Obviously, the Gypsy Kings there that you can see and hear playing. What you couldn't see is what's on the barbecues. And you know, we had lobsters next to tomahawks. There were trays of oysters on the half shell. There's a vast variety of delicious side dishes, freshly baked breads, soups. There was so much food, and the vibe is so fun with those local entertainers and musicians. I mean, you can see the guests don't know whether they should be eating, whether they should be dancing, but everyone is just having such a blast. Back inside the ships, they all have indoor swimming pools, fitness centers, and a spa. The Riverside Mozart, being twice as big, also has a jacuzzi, 2 saunas, 2 steam rooms, and a very therapeutic relaxation lounge overlooking the calming views of the ship's wake. From a culinary perspective, our ships have multiple restaurants and opportunities to dine anytime. Waterside is our main restaurant, offering Michelin-inspired dining through revolving menus. Here's where you enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner, where every dish is prepared on demand and always a la minute. We go as far as to make fresh pasta and bread on board. We source the highest quality and freshest ingredients for the most memorable dining experience on the rivers. In fact, we budget the most on our dining program and more than any other river brand on the rivers. We're also unique in that meals are not dictated by a corporate overseer. Each ship operates completely autonomously and has its own executive chef who is in charge of creating their menu. The only corporate instruction is to source fresh, local ingredients and that the dishes reflect the beautiful, diverse landscape through which we sail. This is every ship has a bistro that offers all-day food options. Here's where you can enjoy late breakfasts and then things that you typically find at a European cafe, including fresh-made pastries and croissants. We've got delicious cakes. We make irresistible bubble waffles, and we also have a homemade ice cream station. In the afternoon, we have cheese and charcuterie boards, pretzels, bite-sized sandwiches, and then in the evening, the bistro transforms into a tapas-style restaurant where we also serve regional wines. Blue is a grill that's available only aboard Riverside Mozart, and here's where you can enjoy a menu of delicious comfort foods for lunch and a beautiful change in your scenery. So the likes of obviously hamburgers, grilled sandwiches, we've got delicious flatbreads, fresh salads. The key takeaway with all of this is that there is an abundance of food available anytime. Also unique to the Riverside Mozart is the Connoisseurs Club, where guests can enjoy a quieter setting with a cigar, a nice glass of Armagnac, cognac, or a nice single malt scotch. On each ship, we also have a private dining room where we host a vintage room experience for up to 12 guests. Here, our executive chef and sommelier will lead you through 7 delectable courses, each one paired with an exceptional fine wine from the region and one that perfectly complements each course. In addition to all of the different dining venues, we also offer 24-hour complimentary room service in case you want to keep your pajamas on a little later in the morning and enjoy breakfast in bed, or a private and romantic meal over lunch or dinner that your butler can set up for you. In summary, and what I'd like for you all to take away in terms of what our luxurious floating hotels offer is highly personalized 24-hour service with a 1-to-1 crew to suite ratio. We can do this because we accommodate fewer guests in fewer suites, and we have more staff on board, including personal butler for everyone. From a culinary perspective, we offer the best cuisine and are placing an emphasis on the freshness and the quality of ingredients on board. Our ships have bigger galleys, we have more chefs, and we cook every dish on demand 24 hours a day. We also have the best wine cellar on the water and one that rivals those of the best restaurants on land. And as far as design goes, our ships are luxurious, they're glamorous and stylish, they're opulent and comfortable, they're super spacious, they have the most onboard space and amenities, and are simply in a league of their own. In terms of where we sail, you can book us on the main cruising rivers of Europe, the Danube, the Rhine, the Main, and Moselle, as well as in the south of France on the Rhone and Saône rivers. We have a variety of cruises, over 170 combined departures on 52 distinct itineraries that range from 3 nights all the way to 23 nights. And you can contact Dylan at H2O Escapes to provide you with more information on the itineraries that we have for these rivers. On all of our voyages, we're staying late. We even overnight in some of Europe's most captivating towns and cities, allowing our guests to immerse themselves in the destination's nightlife as much as the beautiful sights that they'll see during the daytime. With every itinerary, at every place that we visit, we include excursions. Ours vary. They can have a historic theme. They can have a more cultural, a culinary theme, and we have a lot of active excursions as well. Biking excursions, hiking through wineries. We can even take you on the river, and you can go kayaking. in the south of France on the River Garden. Beautiful, a beautiful 5-mile kayaking experience that takes you to the Pont du Gard, which is the largest medieval Roman aqueduct that's still standing. So instead of seeing this beautiful construction from land, you get to experience it from the water directly. It's a completely unique perspective, followed by a champagne toast on land after that excursion. But a lot of variety, a lot of choices of excursions at every port that we visit. We are 100% all-inclusive, so you can enjoy the most inclusions such as round-the-clock Michelin-star dining with a complimentary premium open bar. We include an unlimited number of shore excursions. We also include port charges, gratuities to everyone on board the ship, the guides, the drivers, everyone. We also include ground transfers and unlimited ultra-fast Starlink Wi-Fi. With all these, you can expect a luxurious and a seamless experience from the moment you step on board. There's really a lot to be excited about with Riverside Luxury Cruises, and I hope that I've been able to pique your interest a little bit. If you're interested in booking one of our cruises, we're offering up to 30% off through a variety of promotions, as well as waiving the single supplement on all of our cruises. That offer is capacity controlled, so you would have to check with Dylan if the preferred sailing is still available with that promo. And if you book by the end of February, we're also offering €150 per person onboard credit that can be used towards the spa, the special vintage room experience, or towards privatizing or customizing any of the excursions, which we can also do. Bookings require a 10% deposit, which is 100% refundable up until 90 days before departure, at which time the final payments are due. And on that note, I'd like to thank you for tuning in, and a big thank you to Dylan for inviting me and for allowing me the opportunity to introduce his audience to Riverside Luxury Cruises. We'll end off just with one final video, and we'll get back. That's Riverside.
Perfect. Yeah, that was very good. Thanks for putting that on. Yeah, you answered. I was taking notes in my head. I'm like, what can I talk about afterwards? But you kind of hit on all the major ones. A big thing is you differentiate, I guess, between your competition is just that you have more options of where you embark too, correct? Where like, so say you're going to visit, you wanted to go to Hungary, or if you wanted to go to Austria, Germany, or some of that, and you think you only have 2, 3, 4 days, there might be an option that you can actually get on midweek on the cruise and go.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we've got a lot of those shorter cruises. So majority of our cruises are made up of shorter components. So, you can have guests coming on board for 7 nights and sailing, for example, between Budapest to Passau, 7 nights. You have some guests get off the ship only 3 nights in. They'll get off in Vienna, for example. We'll get some new guests coming on board in Vienna, and they'll be sailing maybe just for 4 nights to Passau, or they'll be doing round trip back to Vienna. So, very similar to a hotel where you've got revolving guests, but that allows us to have those shorter itineraries that people can, if they're in Europe, if they're doing something else, they can be going on a land tour. They can be doing another river cruise. They've got a couple of nights in between. They can add one of ours as a nice little extension.
Yeah, it's good flexibility, especially like say if you have a group of friends or anything that want to go, and you can go for 10 days and you have this big dream, you want to do a beautiful cruise, but your friends can only do 4 or 5 days. I can help try to find an itinerary where it's like, well, they can get off here and leave, and then you can continue on with your journey kind of thing, right?
Yeah, so, totally.
I like that. Okay, Peter. So thank you very much. I can't wait to get some more views. For anyone that doesn't know much about Riverside too, just go on YouTube. Also, there's a lot of videos out there of people just doing ship tours and all that of the longboats. So they are very nice. And they're very nice. Like, just go check out the videos. From all the reviews, I haven't seen a negative review yet, so that's normally a good thing, because normally people like to complain online when anything goes wrong. So if you have any questions about booking, please contact me, Dylan at h2oescapes.ca. You can go on my website or just send me a DM. I'm more than happy to get you info. Peter, again, I hope we can get you on maybe in the near future and maybe look at some special itineraries and stuff like that. But it's very appreciated that you came today.
Yeah, thanks very much, Dylan.
Okay. Thank you. Take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone.